This is it, folks. This is the big time.
You start with well.
We are
so
simply
retarded.
bacon.
Simply bacon.
You're already acting retarded.
I've been trying to.
It's us, Ozzy.
Leon.
Ozzy's not here
Jesus.
today.
You interrupted his intro, bro.
Yeah, I gave you the intro and you totally.
Well,
We speak one at a time here.
Ugh.
No.
One at a time.
No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And then we have Joel here. as
Our
our
feature. What's up, Joel?
hey,
Hey, hey.
Bald.
how's it going?
Yo,
Right
yo.
Bald
Like
and
everyone can
simmering.
see.
There's the
balls.
YouTube universe right there staring at us.
Yeah, it's another kind of universe.
Well, hello,
Like,
YouTube.
that cyber universe, bro.
Whoa,
And
Trippy.
they didn't say that they watched for 4 minutes, man. I guess see you, man.
For 4 minutes. That attention span, bro.
That attention span.
But yeah,
So,
some good stuff we got in store.
Hell of a good stuff.
Oh, what
Or-
was that word?
Hell of a good shit.
right.
No segue for Ozzy.
Damn it, I was prepping for it too. It's a bad part. Son of a bitch.
Denied.
You came in under the radar, like a thief in the night. Nasty.
That's what I am.
Oh man, but yeah, hell man,
That shit that we're all gonna end up in, you
the
know.
domain of forsaken souls,
Dogma of art.
the dogma of art.
Wow.
Holy shit!
And you started looking at the camera too.
Yeah.
Nice. That's intimidating.
That's
It's like the whole audience there just like, damn, this kid might not be onto something.
Dogma of art.
I don't even know if I want to
Shit.
keep watching. I'm scared.
Oh shit!
Oh,
shit.
no.
Don't be scared.
Because it doesn't exist.
What?
Wow.
That's
What? Whoa.
Why would hell not exist?
Ozzy, do you want to talk about that?
That's an opinion, bro.
Yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Expand on that.
Hell can't exist. It's bullshit.
Damn.
Solid points. I like that.
I rest my case. I rest my case.
No,
Hell
Alright,
must exist.
Why must
I say.
it? Why do we need?
In what
mean,
sense
it
must it
not
exist? In what sense must it exist?
It must exist in some sort of tangible world that you can't really seclude from yourself. A world where you can escape and not want to get out of. That is hell.
Oh shit! Like how some people's theories of hell is a reoccurring nightmare.
Of
Pretty
course.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing over and over.
The same thing over. And
Groundhog
there's just
Day.
no. Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
At first, there was a hell to him.
Yeah.
But then he just learned to manipulate
accept
it to in his favor. He knew what was gonna happen, so
Yeah.
he took advantage of that.
Yeah.
But
he
that's
tried to
just
fuck
too
chicks.
good. You can't do that in hell. You can't do that in hell.
There's an intense version of hell that it's that you die and really nothing happens. Like let's say you're in
It's
nothingness
it's
and
just
there's
a-
nothing to do.
Well, there's nothing to do because there's nothing.
Okay, but there's nothing to do. Like you still have your sense of
Oh, you're
mind
ne-
that
so
you
you have
had
a
if you were on
conscience.
Earth.
Yeah, so you have a conscience.
But you have
like,
nothing to do.
in
Like
the void.
there's like just ages and ages and ages and ages.
Okay.
Isn't that like?
And
And
is
there's
that-
nothing.
Then what's the difference between
Just
hell
thoughts.
and that? What's the difference between hell and purgatory?
That what you're describing.
It will be purgatory,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think
But
you
that
sound
that
like
in itself
purgatory.
will be hell
I
too.
mean, it's feel
Yeah, I
pretty
think that's
harsh.
probably like a mild.
Because
version
in a
of
way,
hell.
it's more of an experience. Like
I mean,
if it was a place,
isolation-
it could be subjective on what's hell
Isol-
to them or not.
Isolation
Like
is a pretty
that
big
hell could be someone else's version of heaven.
Isolation of hell.
Isolation in hell.
Shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
This topic is pretty
I don't believe in hell.
It's pretty
still.
intense.
Pretty
Just
gnarly.
like
What
that
you
background
said.
music that we have there.
I
pretty
don't care
gnarly.
what you say. I don't believe in hell for shit.
You
I
just
mean,
believe in the
we,
void.
we didn't say we
Well,
believed in it.
Let's assume that hell did exist, and we were able to project it right now.
Which hell? Out of all the ones that people, the Christian hell.
Through knowing it all, there's been a lot of hells, including the ones that have been through religion, through war, through the struggle of man. Exclusively, you could say that hell is another creation of man's search for meaning.
Shit, yeah, it is.
Nice. I like
Hell, hell is a. No, in fact, that's what heaven and hell kind of is. You get me? It's like meaning after death. like we're just so obsessed with making meaning with shit that when something that looks so meaningless happens, like death, we're like, oh, it must mean something. So why not eat like a reward and punishment system? You get me, to like keep people in line, kind of shit.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah,
Right.
you go like, hey guys, you know, nobody really knows what's happening after you die, but I'm pretty sure that you're gonna go to hell if you don't do what I say. So, and people are like, oh shit, I better do what he says because that's scary, and he might be right.
Exactly.
You know why? He might be right because he's assertive as fuck.
You think
Most people that convince other people that there's a hell. To pretty much do whatever they want, like those prophets that like, oh, give me money.
Yeah.
They just really, really, really assertive.
Yeah.
And people are like, this guy, I mean, look at the way he talks. I can't not believe what he says.
I just want to start a religion. It's making money.
Imagine that was in your bucket list.
That's a South Park episode.
Yeah.
Every
I want my whole
life.
Oh, there's one about the DMV. One episode about the DMV.
Oh, Butters. This.
If you accept the government into your heart. And he converted like the Filipino, like this Filipino women that were Christian. He converted them.
Oh, they were Jehovah's Witnesses. I think.
Yeah, Jehovah's Witnesses.
Jehovah's.
And they said, have you accepted Jesus into your heart? It's like, no, come inside. And then he gave him like pamphlets of the DMV.
And they're
It's like, read the first one. It's like, oh, quality service. What do you think they mean by that? Like, exactly like a Bible.
Yeah.
And they have baptisms there too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy.
but a lot of it can
Crazy.
The government could be a god. Hell could be the DMV.
Big Brother, bro.
Big Brother could be
Yeah.
Big Papa.
A lot of demons in like the olden books. You got like the demon god Malek, which is like
Shit, you even put
a little high on that
The
shit.
Hexen.
Oh shit.
Nah, I'm kidding.
This
I'm
little
kidding.
owl, like, or I think it's a bird of some sort, represents knowledge. And then there's another image of Malek, which is a bull, which has its neck outwards, with comets of gold falling behind it, representing wealth.
Love?
Wealth.
Of money. And all these little symbols.
That's a demon?
Yeah. There's like a book called the Ars Gotia. It's 72 lesser demons of Solomon.
Whoa.
That King Solomon used to create his temple with.
The demons made the temple for him?
Starting with Baal, Duskia, Azeroth.
Ever heard of the Necronomicon?
Necronomicon, the Book of the Dead.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things. It's by H.P. Lovecraft. It's like a book in his universe. Like in his shared universe of all the books that he does.
That's his perspective of hell, right?
No, the monsters that H.P. Lovecraft mentions and talks about, they're just ancient creatures that kind of... It's kind of to make us look small. There's these creatures that just exist on Earth and they've been here since the beginning kind of thing. Yeah, like Cthulhu and all that stuff. And they have like wars between each other and they like, you know, it's just humans are just kind of caught in the middle of these giant creatures.
Yeah. Things that just happen.
Right, pretty much like the Greeks with their titans.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're just in the middle of these fucking giant gods fighting each other. You know what I mean? And you're like, what the fuck do I do in this massive cosmic hell? You know?
I mean, that's okay. That's like cosmic fear.
Yeah.
Which in a way maybe that's
like
his biggest fear.
Yeah,
like,
the unknown.
Hell can be
the unknown.
Hell can be described as like what your biggest fear is, or fear itself.
Aha. What is your biggest fear, Jesus?
Oh shit! I was about to ask you that like right now.
Well, I beat you to it. What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear.
None of that superficial bullshit. Like I'm afraid.
Whoa!
of heights.
I'm about to talk.
Well, Jesus was gonna say his biggest fear right now.
Is it people talking?
You're interrupting.
I can't even talk. I can't even talk. They interrupt me every time.
Biggest fear.
What do you think the answer is? And oh my god, imagine that kind of hell that I always know the answer, but I can always raise his hand first. And I'm like, ah! No, mine is going crazy like stuff. For example, that I think it's Wednesday, but it's like Saturday, and things missed.
Like
I guess amnesia. Amnesia would be really scary to have.
Yeah.
Like shit happens and you have no memory of it.
Shit, that's getting in the zone right there. That's like playing a guitar and not knowing like what note you played last, and you just keep playing and keep playing forever.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, but I mean that's more like living in the moment. That might not be so bad.
Yeah,
It's more of like your life is
Alzheimer's.
falling out of control by things that you don't remember you did.
Yeah, Alzheimer's is another one like that.
Alzheimer's is like that.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Alzheimer's is, because they have episodes.
Yeah.
And they harm people, and then when they come back,
They can't.
they harm like. Sometimes it happens that they harm like their loved ones or something, and it's completely by accident.
Yeah. PTSD is another one that they harm.
Yeah.
It's crazy. What's your biggest fear, Leon?
Plain and simply not fulfilling my potential. I feel like I can achieve great things, and one of my biggest fears is not fulfilling that. You know, just completely failing at life. But a lot of people have that fear in them, I bet. And that's just my main one, really. But what about you, Ozzy?
Mine is in loneliness. Like just being alone completely. Having nobody listen to me.
Give you attention.
Give me attention.
Acknowledge your absurdities.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like if I don't have that,
This guy.
it is. And I also have a little bit to yours that I feel like I have a lot to contribute with,
Yeah.
with my mind. But and if I don't do that, I'll just die.
You just.
What about you, Joel?
Well,
What's yours?
my
Tell me.
biggest fear. It's a very good question, Ozzy. What is my biggest fear?
What eats you up inside?
In my guts,
Yep.
my flesh,
Mm-hmm.
even to my eyeballs where I can't say no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My biggest fear would be being stopped and just restricted from anything and everything. Just being told no for the rest of eternity.
That you can't do anything.
At all.
Anything that you want.
Not even if it was in my own will for me to do by myself, and to have never been able to say yes, but just keeps just being told no over and over again until it just keeps saying no over and over again. That's
And
it.
you don't do
Eternal no.
anything. And you're not allowed to do things.
Ever. Not even to speak against it or act upon it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Slave.
Catatonia, basically.
Catatonia, basically, yeah.
Damn.
Just nuts.
Those fears are earthly.
Whoa, we got some serious fears, man.
Theories
It ain't no
and
spiders
fears.
and shit. It's some.
No, it's not that too big. But it's a momentary fear. You don't want spiders in your
Oh
house.
yeah, no.
Spiders are a completely.
Leon will be right back, folks. We're right back.
Hey,
Getting popcorn for you guys.
Yeah. Oh man, if he did, I would love it forever.
Oh, like the other time
We gotta share with
the
audience.
Joanna came with hot chocolate. And
Oh,
cookies.
dude, yeah. Joanna came with hot. Wow, that
Oh
was
my
great.
god. I was like, is this a B&B?
Yeah, dude.
Feels like a B&B.
Have you heard? Do you know Sartre though?
Sartre?
Yeah, the philosopher existentialist. He did a book. He did a poem, not a poem, a play, where.
Guys, he's back!
Oh, hey, there
He's
you are.
back!
We need a big red sign saying on air on my
air.
door.
King. Yeah, right. We haven't even gotten the freaking dry erase.
That
board
dry
yet, so we're
erase.
gonna get.
First episode, guys. We need a dry erase book.
We're on it.
But even the first one when we started doing like trials before
yeah.
starting.
Yeah.
We need a dry erase book.
We're gonna invest in the Dollar Tree. We never even went to the fucking Dollar Tree.
Dude, I saw it too. I didn't
Oh my
have-
God.
I didn't have any money on me though, so I was like, shit.
We need to make a trip to the Dollar Tree. Not sponsored by the Dollar Tree.
Not a
But
sponsor.
please do.
Please and thank you.
So,
Well, what was it before I interrupted?
No, real quick, it was like the picture of the college kids that they don't have a code for like a reduced price in books, and then they're just like, please.
Oh yeah.
What's the code? Please.
Please. For the discount
Yeah.
code.
The book is like
Oh
$400.
my god. Dude,
Yeah,
seriously.
dude.
No, we were talking about Sartre and the guy who did a play on hell, and it's just 3 people in a room, and then that's just them dealing with each other's drama kind of thing. Like one of them likes that one, but like this one likes that one. You get me? And they just have to start getting this drama, but they're just stuck in this room.
Yeah.
And that's their hell. Like eventually the guy's like, he's so worried about what they think, and when they're all like freaking out about each other, and he's like, damn, dude, hell is other people.
Well, that is
And
a
it's-
codependency.
Holy
right
shit, dude, that's crazy.
Damn.
Hell is like what other people think of you and what you think of
That's a
them. Like,
perspective.
yeah, but it's scary because we're social creatures. You get me? And
Yeah.
we like being accepted, and we like all this stuff. So when you're not, it's like fuck. Or when they're like when you think they're not, you know.
I understand. Well, some people feel like they're living hell right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's a lot of
No,
I read a lot of cases about like journals of schizophrenic people. Like they
yeah.
have a lot of them in Reddit
Yeah.
and like
All over
Tumblr.
sites, I
They're
think,
everywhere.
yeah, that shit.
And it's like they say like, oh, sometimes it's okay and sometimes it's euphoric and sometimes it's like my personal hell.
Yeah.
And it's freaking intense. Like,
It's crazy. Not even for those that are mentally ill.
Yeah.
It could
Yeah.
be for the everyday man that life on earth is a living hell because of the multiple things that can happen to you. You can lose your family in a car crash,
Yeah.
or you can die of an illness. Just all those pretty much casualties that can go on in one's life is described as hell. And then when you move on to the next dimension or the next realm, that is what some believe to be eternal peace when you're out of this physical
bullshit.
world
Yeah.
and you move on to something that's beyond that, you know. They say
even if what's beyond there could supposedly be like worse.
could supposedly, but the thing is you don't know what's on the other side of that
Yeah,
door.
yeah, you just go through.
So it's better than the current situation.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't help to go through that door anyway. So
Yeah, it's
it
inevitable.
right?
I mean,
Isn't
that's
it
what
die?
leads some people to suicide kind of thing. They're
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
this is
They-
all such shit.
the
that,
release.
Like maybe the next one. I really like that the movie Risk Cutters. And
Yeah.
that story because they go to a place that's it's the same, just a little sadder. Like nobody
Yeah,
smiles.
yeah.
It's just a tiny bit sadder. And then that guy like he kills himself inside of that hell already kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I need to see that movie again. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of conflicts like within our own minds, like as far as like dissecting and generalizing. But the real easy part to like finding like alleviation and like guidance and all that stuff is just to be able to like overcome it through like some sort of like compensation. Like if there's something that's not supposed to be in a certain part of your mind, like you're eventually just gonna have to say, well, okay, this belongs there, and
Put it away.
eventually it does get away into like its own little segment.
Oh, I get you.
Nice.
You have to find meaning
nice.
in that kind of thing, right?
Nice.
Because obviously, like, if you can't, like, account for something, then you are just living in that hell. But
Yeah.
when you, like, revitalize, like, okay, if that didn't start off on the right track, then maybe it's because it was supposed to be put somewhere else.
Right. Oh, I can get that.
I'm picking up what you're putting down, bruh.
Reason.
What?
Reason.
Read church.
Church. Y'all need church.
Y'all need Jesus.
Not a sponsor. Not a sponsor.
Jesus.
of
Yeah, he
Jesus.
definitely doesn't sponsor this.
No, it does
Let
not.
me ask you guys something. If the Christian hell exists, but not that super Christian one that like if you don't believe in Jesus, you're gonna.
This is super Christian hell.
Yeah, that's like really.
I don't even know.
I don't want to go there.
No,
No.
yeah, that one's a little orthodox for me. It's,
Yeah, I've heard in Christian hell they don't have McDonald's. They just have lines to, like, not eat food.
Yeah.
Like, what are we in line for?
Oh,
I don't know.
That, like, dude, in the Fairy Odd Parents, they did that.
What?
In the
Oh, the
Fairy Odd
line.
Parents,
This
yeah.
is the ride.
That they go to an escalator land. When
Escalator.
are we gonna get to the ride? This is the ride. Ah!
Whoa, that's a pretty unique depiction of
Yeah.
hell right there.
Yeah, it's
in a
a-
cartoon.
And because it's boredom, and it's like, oh,
Well, I don't think
you're
they were in
waiting
hell.
forever.
They were just. It was a ride.
I mean, it
Yeah,
was
but-
just a ride, but
It's an
yeah. it's
But
like
they
a
never
little-
want to go there. Like Timmy
Yeah.
never wants to go there because he
Yeah.
knows it's just terrible.
Because it's meaningless. Like you don't do shit. You just go up.
But can you imagine, like, when your mind is that clear that you don't even have to, like, think twice about where you are? Because, like,
Damn.
as humans, we have to, like, figure out, like, what to do to
Like in
just get
space, spatially.
out. Yeah.
Or chronologically.
Like, space monkeys just kind of, like, float around and, like, nothing controls their body, so they're not in motion.
Oh yeah. But in hell,
There is no motion.
no, in hell there is. Stop lying to me.
It's
Hell has motion.
Commotion of the hellfire of sticks.
Shut up. Hell has motion. You're lying to me.
Well, I mean, what do you call ice and fire? Ice is the opposite of movement of molecules, right? And fire is a production of molecule.
So there would be a lot of movement. Because it's not very agitated. There's a
I'm just giving you options, though, I guess.
You're like...
boom. You're messing with me.
See, it's like that. Like, in one stage, you have all these things that are coinciding with your thoughts, and, like, it just becomes something inside. But then, like, on the outer world, where, like, you actually have to, like, push into things, like your eyes are probably, like, the coldest part of your sensual body because it's water.
Eyes? It's humorous. It's humor. This something humor. I felt it out of
I guess it's bilateral.
Go to school, kids.
Go to school and get A's.
Don't forget anything.
Don't forget anything. You're gonna use all of it.
Every single bit.
Have you guys seen that movie Constantine?
Oh yeah.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
That's some crazy shit.
It's crazy.
Have you seen it, Joel? You have? It's pretty sick.
He gets a black
cat. He goes. He has his feet in the water and he's transporting whatever to hell.
Yeah.
To see this lady's sister or something and see if she was in hell, and my point being is that 1 minute in reality is like 1,000 years in hell.
Holy shit! Yeah.
And so this girl, he tells her to leave the room, and she hasn't.
What?
Get closer.
Just a bit closer. She's closing the door and it all slows down because this guy is just transporting himself to hell.
Yeah.
So she's leaving the room, she's closing the door, and it all slows down, reality. And then he transports to hell. He's running through this, inferno. He finds the sister that he's looking for just to make sure that she was there in hell because the lady wanted to know if she killed herself.
Yeah.
So yeah, he sees the girl, and then he comes back to reality. And when everything speeds back up again, the door closes, and then you just see Keanu Reeves like just covered in smoke and fucking returning back. Yeah. And the lady didn't even leave the room for a split second.
Yeah.
And he had gone through all this.
All that bullshit.
Yeah. Just how time is just not relevant in that alternate dimension. Yeah.
Because it's just like I remember hearing something that a year in hell would be the equivalent of like say like a giant sparrow or a tiny sparrow actually going next to a planet and then like with just like the wingtip eroding the whole planet to like its core kind of thing, and then once that did that with its only with its wing just brushing up against its wing, you get me? Then that was 1 year in hell. You get me?
Right.
Because it takes like forever. I mean, you are eroding in a sense with a wingtip, with a feather, like a crust, but it takes,
millennia.
Yeah, more than millennia.
Yeah. It's crazy how that correlates to experiences people have with DMT.
Yeah.
And a trip in reality is actually about 10-15 minutes, but to that person's perceptions, it feels like years. Yeah. Almost.
Yeah, exactly.
That whole experience of taking a DMT.
Time is really relative in the brain.
Exactly. So that's forgot where I was going with that, but I mean, this whole thing, whole time being relative to reality and compared to alternate realms.
It feels like forever.
There you go. Yeah. And same thing with dreams.
Oh yeah, dreams. Yeah, time doesn't really have. There's no temporal.
You could be asleep for 30 minutes, but you could feel like you've been dreaming for years.
Well, coming back to the Constantine thing, when you said that Keanu Reeves does some sort of ritual to enter the hell world,
yeah,
and then he kind of like, he kickstarts back into his physical body, and like wakes up in reality. It's like almost if the body has like two settings.
Right.
So like when you're in your dreams, like your body completely like shuts down, and the only thing moving is your eyes, and like I guess that starts some sort of combustion between like the nerve and neurotic, the neurons in the brain that astute to like some sort of temperature that changes, and that's what brings out like light inside of your mind. It's almost as if there's like another dimension of the brain that doesn't belong physically or existentially. Yeah.
Right, that time can't manipulate or be part of.
It's like what we can't achieve yet because it creates on its own. It's like we are a drug ourselves with the DMT of what you said.
Yeah.
And then glass,
Very
mirrors.
molecule, bro.
How do we like how is it that we're like not adept to like other materials that aren't shiny, you know? Like Umbria is like a power where like you can see through shadow, like
What do you mean by shiny?
like when light bounces off of something, you can see your reflection in it. But how come it's only through the shadow of your being? But you can't see your reflection through the light of your own being because there's nothing that reflects brighter than yourself, almost.
Whoa, that's kind of hard for me to grasp. But I see the point. I just need to run through the numbers a little bit.
Tell you what, man. I'm gonna call you tomorrow, and I'm gonna be like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" But right now, what was the thing that you said the last time? Like I have a hard time grasping it, but you said it in a funny way.
You lost me, dude.
It's gone. Yeah.
What you just said right now.
Oh, that's grasping it, but I have to run through the numbers.
No, there was something else. Doesn't matter.
Forget about it.
You just want to get somebody else's caption, bro? Be like quotation.
Yeah, because I don't want to be original.
Oh my god.
Anyways, you know what really trips me out about hell sometimes is that whole infinity thing. Like humans can't even comprehend infinity, man.
Yeah, it's like a romantic. It's a very romantic word. It's just you can only imagine it, but
dude, people go like, I want to be in heaven forever. Heaven forever is hell, dude. It's eventually you're gonna get tired of something, and it's just it can't. It's just not physically.
Forever is hell.
Forever is hell. You get me? So eventually heaven is gonna be just horrible. Like fuck, I just want to die. That's the whole. What?
It's like the famous one of the casino that you're in a casino where you always win.
Yeah.
And at first it's like, oh, it's heaven, and then a casino where I always win, that's boring.
Yeah.
So you win forever, so like you can't even play your favorite thing.
There was
you're tempted to play your favorite thing, but you know it's not gonna.
There was a Twilight Zone episode about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy, he gets like he wakes up after dying, and he gets like chicks, and he gets like he plays like he's betting and he's winning all the time, and he's after a while he starts getting bored of it, and then he's like, hey man, did I ever lose? And he's like, no, that's the other place, and it's supposed to be like heaven is like a place where you actually don't get what you want. It's like actually a little struggle.
Well, that sounds like school to me.
School, man. School is hell.
Waking up and being told that you're wrong and everybody else was right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
That's hell, man.
Well, I think worse is like waking up and whatever you say it's true. But like at some point you're like, what's the point?
Yeah, but I mean, you would probably test out the limits of that. Like, I can fly! And now you're flying.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then you can do anything. I can die and come back to life, and you do that too, and you're like, okay, there's no boundary to push.
I think if you have that much manipulation over reality, it just start questioning it. Like if you're in a lucid dream, pretty much.
You're gonna know what's real, man.
Shit, that was really interesting.
Have you seen a movie called Strangers in Fiction, where the guy just starts getting a narrator in his head, like narrating his life? Like Timothy woke up today, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, he's brushing his teeth. He checked his watch, and it's like, what the hell? It's really crazy.
That's some schizophrenics experience that.
Yeah, they do. That's like a very common thing.
Damn.
Like he's opening the door.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
She is drinking her coffee, and then they just.
And then
crazy
and some other voices too. Like it depends on the case. They can talk to
each other.
Yeah. If you have like one of the worst cases is that you have more than one voice and they talk to each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, he's gonna take his medication. Don't take your medication. Poison. Oh, that's what an interesting way. Poison, poison.
I like to recommend the book.
We were done on a very good time.
Yeah.
Recommend the book, Aussie. Do it.
The book is Hell by Stephen Butler. Something like that. Stephen Butler something.
You said butt.
But Olin Butler.
He got you there.
Yeah, he did get me there. But Butler, or a book. This is called Hell. It's literally just the name, and it's pretty interesting. There's like a guy. He's a news anchor in Hell, and he's married to the Queen Elizabeth, some shit like that. And everybody's in Hell. Shakespeare's in Hell. A bunch of famous people are in Hell. Like Dante is there. Like there's a bunch of characters that he talks to, and Satan is like this manager guy. It's pretty cool.
That sounds interesting.
Wait,
Yeah.
what is
It's
that?
a book
Oh,
called Hell.
by Butler.
Yeah, something Olin Butler, Robert Olin Butler.
This is a very nice episode.
Hell yeah.
It was awesome.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
Pun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Alright, so like us on Facebook,
This has been Simply Bacon.
Oh
follow us on Tumblr,
the simplest.
subscribe on YouTube, our
Oh.
very new YouTube.
If we deserve it.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Share the love.
Joel was here with us.
If we deserved
You've
it.
seen it.
Thanks for joining
Like
us,
it.
Joel.
We love our fans. We love our
Take care,
crispy
Joel.
listeners.
It's been cool, man.
We love you guys.
Stay crispy.
Stay crispy. Bye.